I'd like to talk about Dr. Bransford for a bit because I worked with him. He changed my perspective about life because he was very passionate about what most people were not passionate about. He filled the pediatric ward here in Kijabi Hospital with all manner of children. And I think God has rewarded that faithfulness by creating something that was much bigger than what Dr. Bransford would have imagined.
The legacy of Dr. Richard Bransford has led to the changed lives of countless children through the organization he started, Bethany Kids.
In Kenya, Bethany Kids offers surgical care through a partnership with Kijabi Hospital and other partners. We also offer surgical training.
I'm passionate about the work of Bethany Kids because first it's about children and also training other pediatric surgeons because the need is huge.
Specific to pediatric surgical care, Kenya right now has around 40 to 50 pediatric surgeons in the country. And it means there is one pediatric surgeon for every 1 million people.
I really love working at Bethany Kids. The culture is one where every single person here wants to do the right thing for the patient, and we want to honor God with our actions and with our care for the patients, where our patients are our first priority.
Beyond that, we do rehabilitation. There's a school in a place called Joytown.
For us being at Joytown Special Schools, it has had a huge impact for these learners with physical disabilities. We've been able to change their lives through occupational therapy.
We also fabricate assistive devices to correct deformities, to support weak limbs, and also to replace lost limbs. We have been able to fill a gap in that child's life. They can be able to play like any other child.
So I work at Bethany Kids as a child mentor and a counselor to just sit with the kids, just to love them. I don't want them to go through what I went through when I was young. My work is to make sure God uses me to tell the child about the Lord, change their life to have dignity, and even to have the better life that they need to have, and to have Jesus.
These students, as they share to us, they feel like when they come to Joytown, they feel this is the place that they belong.
My life has been transformed since I came to this school. What I'd say I like about Bethany Kids is that they help children. Because of them, I'm alive now. I would have died a long time ago.
If you read Dr. Bransford's book, it's titled Take Two Hats. It talks about Joytown. Someone told the editor to take two hats when they visited Joytown because they would live on there.
As Bethany Kids, we have different mobile clinic sites across the country so that we are able to reach out to them, follow them up, check on how they are doing.
And this is still another thing that makes Bethany Kids unique because we don't charge all those supplies or their visits.
We have more surgeons graduating, pediatric surgeons. We train occupational therapists who focus on the best interventions in rehab care.
There's a purpose that God has called us to fulfill.
And then we have pastors who we are training on how to become more welcoming in their communities.
And we pray you would give us favor, God.
And being a Christian organization, we also want to show love to those that come our way and share the gospel through the ministry that we are called to do and connect them to churches. The importance was told to me by Dr. Bransford. He imagines a heaven where all these children are jumping and running with healed bodies.
Of course, Dr. Bransford loved the children with disability. He can go miles. I remember when we go to clinic, when he see a child with hydrocephalus or spina bifida, he can tell the staff to take this child to the hospital. He cannot let the child.
He believed very strongly that God called us to love and to share His hope with humanity. Even for Bethany Kids, I would want us to always say yes when God asks us to.
Bethany Kids exist because of the help or even the support that we get from the people like you. And we know that we can do even more because there is still more to be done.
And we should continue doing that. Whatever God calls us to do, whatever need we see that fits within the mission that Bethany Kids has been given, we should always be willing to say yes and be amazed and grateful at what God will do.